Welcome back, everybody, to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'm the Bearded OG, and we are picking up right where we left off. I am currently playing as Godwin now, and we're supposed to be... what are we supposed to be doing? We're supposed to meet Brabant. I think that's the French dude. And also get to know the rabbi and his escort. And we were supposed to... thought we were supposed to talk to Radzig and Anush, too. Ooh. We don't have very good reputation there, do we? So, we're just north of Sukdal. And apparently, this is Godwin's father's castle. So, yeah, I wasn't really aware of that. All right, well, let's go ahead and head this direction. Oh, by the way, you guys are probably already aware of this, but in case you're not, they just came out with a really big update for KCD2 yesterday on Thursday. Today's Friday, March 14th. And it's called like the haircut update. And so there's a place in Kutenberg and a place in Zhelyov that we can go and have Henry's appearance changed. Because of that, I went ahead and removed the mod that I had installed a long time ago that gave Henry a beard because I don't know if that will interfere, with the changes in the game. So, we're not even playing Henry right at the moment, but when we do, then we'll go at some point when we get a chance, check that out and get Henry a new beard and see what else we can do with that. Also, they made tons and tons of changes and updates and fixes in this update. I started trying to read the list, but it is massive. It's like I finally said, you know what, this is way too much TMI, so I didn't read the whole thing. But, lots of changes, balances, that sort of thing. And, as we continue to play the game, we'll see if any of that stuff is apparent. And, yeah, so, all right, let's go. Which one is G again? G is meet Brabant. Okay, that's this guy right here. The lighting in here is not so great. Introduce yourself.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
No, let's not be rude.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
C'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
Think about it.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh. I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Malashov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted. But they never broke my spirit.
All right, okay. How come I haven't heard of you?
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Okay, you said you were a poet?
You say you're a poet. How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Right, okay. Where have you been?
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was
The Nine.
sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
Right, okay. So this guy seems to be kind of full of himself. It remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be a useful ally. Here's Kunzlin. Are you waving at me? I don't think so. Probably at the alehouse maid.
Mark my words. They'll be at each
Okay, we're also supposed to find the rabbi dude. So that's... Oh, him right here. Okay. Oh, we remember him.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet,
How do you know I'm a priest?
it's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Okay. You here in business? Are you looking for friends? Or are you trying to negotiate better terms? Let's try them all.
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in
Oh, he
the
didn't like
town
that.
and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Hopefully you'll get to know each other better soon. Yeah, let's be cordial.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait. A blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our
Is he like our
numerous sins.
stepbrother?
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
That's interesting.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Yeah, let's stay sober, because we don't know what's going to happen.
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
Cutscene. There's Margrave.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
I thought Godwin wasn't going to drink.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Okay, what?
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
What huge new army? I'm lost. Sigismund will be scared? I don't know. What if we provoke him?
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources.
He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Yeah, what's your motivation?
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths, and also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
All right, might as well give it a try.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Bocek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
Well, yeah, why exactly do you want me to do this? That's a very good question.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
All right, tell me more about these lords.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
How about Bocek of Kunstadt?
Bocek of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Right? Haman Alder.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein?
Anna of Waldstein.
Waldstein.
The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Okay. Yeah, what if it doesn't work?
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow, but certain defeat for all of us.
No pressure.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
See, the thing is if we drink a little, I think it increases our charisma, but if we drink too much, then it goes the opposite direction. Well,
I'd rather discuss those alliances sober.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't have Henry's... Yeah, so we don't have Henry's charisma or any of that stuff. Do we have any potions that can... Nope, not really. Okay, can we... Oh, we can't even change... You know, we can't do like the different outfits. So is there anything we can put on that's going to give us more charisma and speech? It doesn't look like we can change clothes at all. Oh, wait, can we? Hold on. No, we can't. So this is what we're stuck with. He's got decently high speech. His charisma's not so good, though. So, I mean, we'll do the best we can. All right, get support from Anna, get support from Botch Tech, and get support from Alderman Dude. I don't know who to start with. It probably doesn't matter. Let's do K first. Looks like K is closest to us.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek. And he's a great look.
I'd like to check your horses out. See if they're as good as you say.
Pa, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
Godwin, what the hell, man?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting
that's
our
his dad.
conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
None of your business. Save the argument for later. I'll come as an envoy. Yeah, let's go with the envoy.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I'm trying to be diplomatic here. I think we should go with this option.
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
Who's Christopher? See, the thing is again, Godwin's not as good with a sword as Henry is. All right.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
I don't think Godwin has like Master Strike or anything.
No, you
Get
don't.
out there, I can drive a cart through.
Show your stuff. You never saw that coming.
Okay.
You don't know which end of that thing is up.
You want to try me?
They did change the way the combat works. Fuck. I'm not getting the blocks in quick enough.
You never saw that coming. Come on.
He's more hurt than I am, though.
Enough! That will do.
Okay.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Yeah, he's always been that way.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me and tell me what it's all about.
All right. I mean, we're all supposed to be on the same side, I guess. I don't think he's going to double-cross me.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Okay, so that actually turned out pretty good. Is there a place I can wash up? Yeah, let's do that. You want to get a cleaner washing and trough? What? Aren't I filthy? Oh. Says I have 100% blood on me, so why can't I wash? I don't know. That's weird. That's not going to help our charisma. But it's not letting me do it, so... Okay, let's go ahead and find this next individual we got to talk to. So, this Bajtek of Kunstadt. And it looks like he's L, and L is this way.
Good day.
How was your trip? The journey itself was great. No delay.
Why? You mustn't push too hard.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Yeah, what do you want?
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
Liechtenstein is unmarried. What about me? No, not me. What about Capon? He's not the Marian type. I mean, yeah. Let's try Liechtenstein, I guess.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
All right, what about Lord Capon?
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He's young but not experienced. Yuko wouldn't want to marry an old man. You're right. He's not a good choice.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
Don't know. Let's ask if he'll support. He's probably going to say no. You got to go convey the offer.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place.
Yep.
As soon as possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Okay. Where's Hanush at? He's L. There he is.
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
Job's the nightingale. He looks more like a wet hen to me.
It's quite unusual to see him cornered like this.
I'll bet my last groschen he's setting the stage for his final performance. I hope there'll be no singing. I've had a few nightingales and they all screeched like the devil.
Be careful with those groschen, my friend.
What is this about?
Oh, nothing. An old grievance.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Lord Capon's going to. Well, wait, no. Huh? I've gained us an ally?
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? My Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
It's a win-win situation. Yeah, let's let's spin this positively.
Well, I explained to him how such an alliance could be mutually beneficial.
Mutually? What do you mean?
He's got a pretty serious personal interest in this... bond.
Stop beating around the bush and spit out what you promised him.
Lord Kunstad has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstad. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstad?
That's not precisely what the deal is.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
No. Let's stay sober.
I must sadly decline, sir.
I'll take that personally.
Well, sorry, but yeah, I got more important things to do than get drunk right now. Okay. So we're good. Wait, we gotta go. Okay, very important for Liechtenstein was the sport of lady. Okay, we already read that. Surprisingly, Hanush not only didn't touch a hair on Godwin's head, not that there's much to touch, he even praised him for finding a powerful ally and a rich bride for Lord Capon. All that remained was to give Boshtek the happy news. Okay, so we just got to go tell Boshtek.
That's exactly why we mustn't push too hard.
Sir Bochek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
All right, let's have one drink.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
It's just gonna be pissed. Okay, so are we here? Let's go to here. Positive phase. The ongoing positive phase of drunkenness gradually increases your speech, strength, agility, and charisma up to a maximum of +4. All right. If the drunkenness moves into the negative phase, then things go bad. I don't know. It's still going up. So yeah, we better not take another drink.
Invisible or something.
It's still going up. Uh-oh. God damn, what did we drink?
Greetings. Greetings to you, friend. You are a real fucker. Right? As a lad. A real fucker.
I think...
You're my man.
Okay, I think it's done. So that got our speech up to 22 and our charisma to 15, which isn't a ton, but it's a little something. Okay, now we got to go find this Anna of Waldstein. No, Waldstein. So she's over here. That's not her, is it? No, it's the cook.
I'll be right there.
She might be down. Is she up or down? Let's go up. Oh, here she is.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Let's compliment her.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Who taught you that? Then you, yeah, let's just go. You've come to the right place.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
Sigismund will not take revenge on a woman. You've got money, but you're wise as well. I think that's the good one.
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Isn't that the other guy, though, that we're supposed to be in good with? She's probably not going to tell me what the documents say. I'm going to ask
these
anyways.
Papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Okay. I don't know if I have a whole lot of choice, right?
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorim's groom has eyes everywhere.
Okay. We're kind of conspicuous. We're not terribly noisy. We're sort of visible. Do we, forged documents covering up the questionable dealings of Lady Anna of Waldstein. Okay. So here, what does this say? Okay, so we got to go to the stables. I don't do a very good job of being stealthy with Henry, and Godwin's not as skilled as Henry. So this is going to be interesting. So we're supposed to go into the stables. Are we allowed to go in here? Oh, shit. No, we're not. Well, that's a problem. Who's this guy? Stable master. He doesn't know.
What brings you here?
Oh, nothing. He doesn't notice that the door's open. So I guess we wait. Actually, let's go see if there's another way to get in there. After I left the door open. Can I go in here? Hi, guards. How you doing? Don't mind me. Hello, sir. No, it doesn't look like... I don't see any way to get in there from up here. Unless there's... Excuse me. Pardon me, sir. Unless there's potentially a way to get in there from the outside. It's a possibility, I suppose. Is that guy walking around drunk? He's supposed to be on duty. God grant you health too, saw. Nope, I can't get out that way. Alright, we have to go through this door. But it looks like the groom pats over to there. So we're just going to have to wait for him to do that again. And hopefully nobody else will notice us sneak into that private area. So we'll just wait here until he moves again. I think that guy is walking around a little tipsy. Oh, he just got sober again all of a sudden. Oh, okay. Let's go. Close that door quick. All right. So, switch papers. You received, you parted with. Is there a way I can get out of here or hide if he comes in? I don't think I can get up there. I guess we just need to wait until he pats away again. I'll have to just listen for it, I guess. Huh? Shit.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? No one's allowed in here.
I'm just leaving anyway. Servus.
That won't please Lord Oderic.
Okay. I don't know what service means, but I guess I thought I was screwed for a second there. Conrad of Vechta. He's a little tipsy.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
My lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
Yeah, let's not.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid I've had more than my fill already. I wouldn't want to cause a scandal.
Wise. No matter, I shall drink a toast alone. But to your health.
Okay. That went pretty good. Talk to Liechtenstein. He is right here.
You were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper the right words, into the right ears.
You mean you managed to convince someone? Someone influential?
Not at all. I managed nothing. But I have found someone who could pull a thorn out of our side and get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy of yours? I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right.
Okay.
It was...
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them? Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! Yeah. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
Are we going to tell them how?
Yitka will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
He's going, what the fuck?
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Hans is like really, he's like, what the hell happened? Uh-oh. Back to Henry. What happened to my hat?
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see? All you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, the lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sargents, your insolence just cost you your place on the council and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes.
Sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Am I supposed to give him more wine?
And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm.
What wine does he want?
It's a monastic wine.
Oh, monastic.
Had a good year.
Okay.
We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
Isn't
You say the others will be
Odorin's
brought to
Godwin's
light,
dad?
But what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Marquardt.
Okay.
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
How much longer do I got to do this?
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly.
Working on it.
Bosch falls. Others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
Is he gonna start getting drunk?
Bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
Sure.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Later that evening at Raborsch Fortress. This is kind of cool how they're jumping this back and forth between Godwin and Henry. But von Berghoff is on his way with an army, so this isn't good. You're drunk.
Didn't he say that Lord Kunstadt was going with them?
Shout.
Aye, so what? They left
Sing.
A long time ago.
Oh, yeah, let's sing. Busty Maiden.
Busty Maiden in her queue. Irish priestess point of view. Sweating at the altar. Nearly drops his soul. Alleluia Domine. Alleluia Domine.
That's funny.
Yeah, well. Don't you understand?
Oh, shit.
Kunstadt.
All right, am I supposed to do something in particular at this moment? Celebrate with guests, talk to Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is A. And I am blitzed.
The roast was calling out, begging to be eaten.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend? I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows. Touching.
I don't think so.
Come now.
You're gonna get attacked.
What's become of your poetic soul? I never had one. Truly? Not even a little?
A little?
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner. See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've run dry. Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing. Well, get something wet for us then. His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg. To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that. You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze. I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Oh my god. Okay, so what happens when von Berghoff attacks and we're all absolutely blitzed? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, huh? Okay, so let's see here. Find a jug of wine. Just anywhere. Is that a jug of wine? No, I don't think that's a jug. I think that's like a cup of wine.
That's right. The likes of him live only for hunting trips and visiting the bathhouse and wenches.
Ornate tin pitcher?
Like I said, I think Bocek will find the whole affair quite somber.
See, there's a jug there, but I can't get to it. Okay, let's go. Copper jug. Copper jug? Is that what we're looking for? I think it is. Wait, did I just lift that? I'm confused. Yeah, I just lifted that. Okay. Everybody's too drunk to notice.
All right, all right. Sorry, mate, but you're right about Sigismund. The sooner he's gone,
Other end, maybe an old pinch pearl.
This is somebody's bedroom.
Are you surprised? He's a bitter, contrary old goat.
Okay, hold on. Am I getting out of the area? It's kind of pretty much almost anywhere in the castle area. This is terrible, man. I can't see anything. Can I... Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I can't open the door. There's a jug down there, but it doesn't do anything.
Do you get it, Father? Please, call me Rabbi.
He's calling the rabbi father. That's hilarious. I wonder if Capon's going to find out that I'm the one that engineered his marriage. All right, where the hell is this wine at? Let's go downstairs. All right, let's see if there's a cellar. Yeah, let's go down here. Here we go. Take the red.
The red'll be good, I hope.
Am I going to get in trouble? Wait, what am I supposed to do? Just bring this back to Liechtenstein? I guess so. Oh.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudard. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Oh, good. We get to fight drunk. This is going to be fun.
Jesus! They're surrounding Christopher. He can't make
Come
it on
on,
his
then.
own.
I have such a hard time doing any moves with Godwin.
Stand your ground!
Bloody pulp fucker!
Drive those horses out!
Oh, shit. I blocked, but I didn't block in time. Try again.
Jesus! They're surrounding Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Where's Christopher? I can't even see what the hell I'm doing.
torn him out sweetly. Next one will be in your face. Yeah! Right on the noggin. Yeah! No chance.
Get him! Come on, scum!
Yeah! Don't spare!
Hey, no one's hurt it!
I have no stamina.
King, poor sons.
No, you're right! Bringing those horses out! Where did you learn that? Come on early with this bastard!
I'm having trouble moving here. It's like I'm stuck on something.
Nice hit! Bleeding like a statue! More coming! Brace yourselves!
Okay, cutscene. Is that Henry? It doesn't look like him. Okay,
No.
yeah, we're back to Henry. Okay,
Can't
good.
leave now.
Where am I supposed to go? This way. Okay. Yeah, shut up. I thought they were going to remove that in this update. Whoop. Get out of here.
Whoa.
Okay, before we get into combat, let's pot up here. We want, oh wait. I want this. This. What's Cockerel do? That gives us, no, we don't need that for this fight. Imbrication. I think I might take a Nighthawk too, just so I can see better. A painkiller. It probably won't let us do a schnapps at the moment. Oh, and we're not even in our armor. God damn it. Can I? You can't switch outfits and... Really? You're sending me to the fight in this? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, god damn it. Alright, well let's get the dueling longsword. It's our best weapon. And it's poisoned. Okay, we're gonna have to really be careful because yeah.
Nice strike!
Now I'll show you.
Strike him up! Christ!
Hey, I need a hand here.
You got him!
Show your stuff.
Now you're mine, you bastard! What now, fucker? You got him!
I can still You're to make an effort to move away.
You're mine!
You're not up to it.
Are you waiting for me to drive all the way over here?
Okay.
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me. Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well...
Some are, some aren't.
They captured Oder in Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Conrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
I tried to warn you. I did? What's the matter, Godwin? Where did they go? Yeah, where did they go? Well, I mean, what do I mean by what's the matter, Godwin? Let's find out.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein.
Oh, shit.
She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I won't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghout took them.
He just said he doesn't know, but...
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for
Oh, he's talking about Ratzig and them guys.
Fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
They only wanted Odorin. Mark even bragged about it. I knew, but I couldn't do anything about it.
I was standing a few steps from von Aulitz when he told Sigismund I was pouring them wine, and had to listen to how Sigismund was going to give him Raborsch. It was a horrible feeling, not being able to do anything about it.
And what could you possibly do?
Kill them. Both of them.
My fingers would itch too. Was there any knife lying around? Or at least a fork?
Do you know what that would cause?
I don't know if I don't know. I would get my revenge.
I'd die before I could turn around. But at least I'd die with a clear conscience.
And hundreds of innocents would die after you. Because the soldiers would start ransacking the city.
Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat, trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, and get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey. Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
Yeah, the Jews are in danger.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment.
I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
Good God, look at all the loot here.
What about you?
I'm not even gonna try and loot all this stuff. These guys are already doing it anyway. We don't need money, man. We are loaded. So, okay, what am I supposed to do? Tell Sam and Liechtenstein about the threat to the Jews in Kuttenberg. Okay. So I think they're... Oh, let's talk to Hans.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Well, all that surprised even the king? About what exactly? I'm curious. Let's say this.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well...
With what?
Thank God we
I'm
all
confused.
survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Okay.
Doing our work. What of the old
You should not come here.
You did.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh. That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I'm your bro.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met?
I do remember that,
master's
actually.
Symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Are you sure? We look the same age, and Martin lived with me and Ma as long as I can remember.
When I was born, he was already long gone. Maybe we are not even a year apart.
And what does that make us, then?
Nothing. Proof, perhaps, that both your god and mine have a sense of humor. You know, all
makes
my
us
life,
stepbrothers.
I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
Yeah, what exactly is this? Is this like a pogrom?
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that
with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going right away.
Okay. Why would I want a moment? Let's go.
Let's not waste time.
Unless I wanted to loot, which I don't.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but...
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Yeah, we need him. Let's go.
Let's go then. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. And then, as usual, we'll pick up right where we left off. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.